Oh, blimey. Oh, there's another job. Oh well. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video on Project Vinnie, our 2004 Vivaro long wheelbase. It's in the workshop just about. Guys who follow the channel, yes, it is a pain in the backside to get in here, but that's the way it goes. It's in here for a big reason, not the reason I'm doing this video, but yeah, there's a bit of a gap. Yeah, that's the way. So whilst this is in pieces and I can't use it and it's in the workshop, I'm going to do some more jobs. Now, when we did the rear brake handbrake cables, the front to back, the middle handbrake cable was a bit frayed. We saw that and I thought that's a job for the future. This is the future. So been down to Euro Car Parts and we've got a middle cable. This was, I'm saying 17-18 pounds, I'm thinking, and I'm hoping it's the right one. I'm going to take the other one out first. And since we've changed two back cables and the middle cable, I thought let's just change all of the cables and then we're done, because this is the front cable that goes up to the actual handbrake lever. This was £12 and I thought let's have all new, let's have it done. So this is what we're going to be doing today, changing that one and changing that one. Well, I've never done this before on a Vivaro, have you? Don't know, but I've got to squish myself under there, so I've got to get that under there, and I can't lift any higher because the engine's on a jack. So we'll see how filming goes. I'll try my best to get you in there and see what we're looking at. But right, let's head in and under. Let's dive in slowly. So we are under the van and you can see the state of that cable. It doesn't look too healthy, and that's where it starts. This is the back, that's the back box. There you go. And it starts in that bracket, runs through the chassis, through that, and then disappears above the fuel tank. So the other bit is up there somewhere, and I can't get up there from this angle because I don't fit. So yes, but ultimately on the other side of that, still there, that part of the chassis, there's an adjusting nut that adjusts the tension to the back. That's the back cables. They go back here and loop round and go back to the wheels there. So on the back side of that there, sorry, yeah, there's a nut, so we can slacken all this off and we'll probably able to get that cable out of that sort of spreader bracket. It turns from one cable to two. So yeah, we've got to get that one undone there, and I've got to have a look up that end. Alright, I've squished up the front now. There's the fuel tank. So this is the short cable that goes up into the cab through that grommet, goes through that bracket, and then joins onto the middle cable in that little clip thing there. So yeah, we've got to go down the back first and slack all this off and try and release that cable. I think I might have to tie something to it to pull it through, make sure it's in the right place. So here's the adjuster. We're behind the exhaust silencer here. So all we've got to do is undo the lock nut and then slack this one all the way off, and this just goes to a rod, well, the other side of the adapter basically, or the cable adapter. I don't need to take this out, I hope. Should be able to just slack it off and get to the other side maybe. There. So we're on the other side. As you can see, we've got the exhaust here, so it's a bit of a squish up here. That's the other side of that bolt we've just undone. So we need to get the cables out of that bracket. So there's a little ball in it, you just have to line them up. And I can't do it one-handed. Anyway, you see what I've got to do. You've got to get that out of there, and then these little plastic things pop out of this bracket, and then that's the cable going forward. So we just need to undo this. I would show you, but there's not enough room. Let's get this apart and I'll show you what I've done. So you can see what we've done there. I've just unclipped the balls from that bracket in there and the outers from this bracket on the end of the cable, and you can see how bad that cable is. It's all frayed. So it's got to come this way out. So we've got to unhook it at the other end, hello, and then pull it through that way. So I've got to head up that way now. Right, so you're at the front. I don't know how that comes out. Is it pinched in? Yeah. Anyway, there's the cable, and then hopefully, again, 2 hands needed. Probably have to spread that little bracket to get it out, but that's the back cable. And then just disconnect the two, sort of squish them together, something like that, and then pull that cable out. You need to get a little screwdriver under that little tail and bend it down to allow the cable to go to the gap in the middle. Right, so we've got that one off. That's off the end of it, and I actually broke the tabs to get it out of there. I just sort of wiggled it backwards and forwards, and then we'll be able to get that one, get that grommet out, and I don't know if it'll go up or down, I'm not sure, but we've got to disconnect it at the top anyway. And I'm going to tie a bit of string to this and pull it through all the way to the back there. Wish me luck. So there's the cable all loose coming from there, so I'm just going to pull it out. There it comes. There. I'll just untie that and compare it to my new one. Well, luckily I can turn the seat around, and there's the handbrake, and to get the boot off there's a little, if I can rest that there, there's a little clip. You've got to squeeze either side, one there, one on the other side, slightly forward. Can I show you that? Yeah, see that one? And there is the cable as well. You see that little yellow? Sorry, I'm shaking you around a bit. That's the top of the outer. The cable is there and goes up inside of this, and that just there is the top of the cable. See it moving? So what we'll have to do is, once we've slackened everything down below, we should be able to just pop this up and change it. And then on the handbrake we should be able to just pop that out, and then hopefully put that one down. It's alright, it's a bit awkward to get to. Hopefully use pliers. There she goes. And that is on the floor. So our cables all look good, and I'll show you the part numbers. This is that's from Euro Car Parts. That's the long one, and oh, the other one's over here. That's the front one to the handbrake. So yes, they all look good. So that's good, and you can see how the clip works now. You can see basically you slide it in here, and that little tiny lug captures it inside. So yeah, let's just throw it all back together. And if you do like what we're doing here, please take a moment to give us a thumbs up. It is much appreciated. So we put it back together, pretty much the reverse of taking it apart.
So from underneath, I'm shoving up the front cable through the floor into the handbrake mechanism, and it did slide back down, but I just grabbed it with my fingertips, it was fine. Push it up into the handbrake lever, and then it just puts in that top little hook there, and that's it. And then we move underneath, and I'm trying to draw the new cable from the back to the front with a string, and it got caught. So basically, you know, I just pulled it through with a string all the way to the front over the top of the tank, and then we move to the front, and should pop out in a second. There it is. And then I take ages trying to untie it, which really I should have just got the side cutters and cut it off, which I decided to do eventually anyway. There she goes. Sensibility takes over. So next we've got to push the front bit through that little bracket and engage the plastic bits to lock it into that bracket, and then join the two cables together. Then we move back to the back and then reassemble the back bits as we took it apart. You can see what I'm doing there, and it's quite self-explanatory. Just took all the bits together, and you put the little ball bits at the end of the cables into the bracket, and that's it, hook it up. And then I'm just reaching around the back, nipping up those lock nuts, and when I've taken out all the slack of the cable, not pulling on the cable, I just lock the two lock nuts together, and that's it. I mean, I know I will have to revisit this once we've used it a little bit, because it will all give and bed in, but for now this will do.
Lovely jubbly. Right. Ooh. So there we go, done. That was a pain in the bum, but it was mainly because I couldn't get the vehicle high enough. I'm stuck where I am with the jack stands at the moment, like I said earlier, because the engine's on that jack. So would have been easy if I had a ramp, or if I could jack up the front and the back. I will have to do some adjustments of the back brakes, but obviously I can't, well, not of the back brakes, but of the handbrake. I can't at the moment because they're on the floor. So when I get all this back together, I'll just lift the back up, and I'll just take the slack out on those that adjuster in the back, just to make sure they spin freely and don't grab. So that's it. That's it for another job on the Vivaro. Sorry, a bit out of breath. But I think you'd agree, probably well worth doing. I don't think that would have lasted long. And I've had it before where they've done it snapped during the MOT, because they've got to pull it on really hard during the MOT, haven't they? So there we go. Anyway, that's enough waffling. And I'm wandering around again. I do apologise. Let's get myself in a place where you can see me. Can you see me? Also. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming along on another Vivaro journey, little Vinny. And yeah, if it's any good to you, give us a thumbs up. And I hope to see you next time. Cheers then. Ooh. It's not going my way today, is it? Oh. God, it's like a beach walrus trying to get out, isn't it? Turned you on by mistake.